My name is Chelsea Kinsella, and today I thought I would talk to you about how to get your horse to stop running through your hands. So this is a mare that previously, and she still does a little bit, would run through your hands as if you didn't exist. Do you have a horse like that, perhaps? So how I went about fixing it was not like a one-day thing. It has taken about, I don't know, 10-ish rides, and she's still not 100% at it, but she's had quite a few years of running through your hands. So she's just in a normal snaffle, and I had started her in a halter, but your prereqs for being able to do this, what I'm going to do, to get them to stop running through your hands, is first they need to have good lateral flexion. So that means they actually need to mentally connect to you when they bend their head around, not just flex their head around physically. So that's going to help with the next step. They also need to be able to have be able to steer properly, so then they have a working understanding of what two reins together means. And then after that, you have to be able to have a decent backup, which is also an important part. So those three things are necessary. I mean, there's lots of other things that lead up to this point, but those three things are very necessary to have a decent stop, and so that they stop running through your hands. So since I don't have a microphone, I will jump on and show you what I'm doing, and then explain it after. So here we go. So with lateral flexion, they need to do that, and ideally without walking away, like how she decided to leave there. And then the other side, softly and with just an ask. Like, this is just fingertips that I'm asking you. Just fingertips here. Like that, okay. So I'm going to go and show you how I move. Running through my hands. Not nice. Not fun. So how do we fix that? Because that, and she's going to do it again, is rather less than ideal. Like, she just doesn't know I exist anymore. So what we do to fix that, and she does it at the beginning of every ride still, is we're going to sit down and then do it back. So first though, so there we're getting better. So first, what we want to do is have your horse where they want to stand. And then you're going to get your horse to start a back up. So she backs very nicely, just off of fingertips. Just fingertips is all I'm asking her to back with. Just fingertips. See, so there she's pulling through, so I'm going to hold the same pressure and then let her, as soon as she gets soft, release, like there. So get to the front again where you can see it. So running through, and then we're going to release as soon as she gets up. Try it again. Running through our hands, we're going to hold steady, and then she gets soft. And we don't care which way she backs up, we just want her soft. So I'll do it again here. That was a little nicer, and release. And then she gets soft. And we'll do it again. There she's running through, and soft. As soon as she stops, we're holding the same pressure. We're not holding a harder pressure. So then soft and nice. Good. And there, she's going to go through again, and we're going to there. Nice. Stop. We'll do one more. Assuming it's a nice one. If not, we'll probably do it again. So she's a good example, and she's one of the only. There, she goes through my hands again, and there she stops and gets nice, soft. There, see, nice. So what we have to do to start with stopping at a walk is first you have to make sure that every time that you ask for a back when they're standing still, they go backwards. And then you go, and at a walk, then you hold until they can find the backwards, and you make them go backwards until they get soft, and then release. We don't really care what direction they're going backwards, just as long as they're going backwards softly. So they're not hiding, and they're not throwing their heads up. If they do put their heads up, you can just raise your hands with the horse's head until they bring their head down and then release. We're not looking for perfect, we're just looking for slightly better. So she always does this at the beginning of the ride until she kind of figures it out. And I've only rode her maybe 10 times. So it's much, much amazingly better than it used to be. But we go every time until we stop at a walk every time. And you can start at a trot and go until they trot, side down, hold until they get soft, and they go backwards. So the key is making sure you back up every time, because when they're hunting the backup, they know when you apply that pressure, you're going backwards. But we also don't want to increase the pressure. You're just holding. So this one might be good if your horse is blowing through you, like running through your hands, and instead of gearing up to a higher bit, like something more aggressive, maybe gear down and fix the problem in a softer bit, and then you won't have that issue of your horse running through your hands. It does take consistency though, and you're not going to fix it with one ride or two rides. It's going to take some time to fix, but it is fixable. And like I said, only 10 rides, and the rides aren't like 5 hours long. They're only 20-30 minutes roughly, and she's really, what I'd say, much better. We can stop at a trot, and we're just starting to work at the lope. And then that you can add in your transitions and things, so that when you're going around the barrels, they're stopping off your seat versus running through your hands and blowing past the barrel, or blowing out of the arena. Either way, it's a good thing to have your horse stop when you ask. Anyway, I hope that helps. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you again.